Nasdaq 100 technical analysis, and we're on the daily chart. And just to recap, remember guys, the last time we spoke about this particular index, we had mentioned that the market is in an upward trend or an upward trajectory, and that for the most part we should be looking for buy opportunities, as the anticipation is for the market or price to move from these levels all the way to that level to complete this structure over here that we have, right? But let's zoom in and see what else is happening in regards to the chart. And another thing that motivates for why we may potentially see price from this level actually move all the way up to that level is that if you were to look at this area over here, you would see that the market has actually given us a very nice double bottom over here, which has a neckline more or less at that point. And you know by now that what needs to happen at this point, or ideally what we would like to see happen, is price from where it is come back to that level to test it, and at that level is where we would look for potential buy opportunities, and that is because it is the neckline of that double bottom and a very strong level of support at this point in time, right? So let's actually add the Fibonacci retracement tool just to see if the neckline actually aligns with any key numbers that we have in regards to the tool, right? So here we are, we've added the Fibonacci retracement tool, and we can see guys that the neckline of this double bottom, which is around here somewhere, aligns with the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level. So should price from where it is actually come back to this level where the neckline is, at the neckline is where we would look for potential buy opportunities, and that is because we have confluence. Remember, let me just actually delete this tool, which is the fib tool. Remember, we have confluence and confirmation. The first one is that we have a double bottom. Number two, we have price closing sufficiently above the neckline of that double bottom. If it does happen, we would have number three, price coming back to the area to give it a test, and that area over there, number four, aligns with one of the key numbers that we have in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool. So should price come back to this level would be a very good area to be looking for potential buy opportunities. And I believe that should we find a good one at this point, we should hold up until price reaches at least that level, right? Another thing that I had spoken about previously is that the market had given us a double top here as well as at this point, and I mentioned that a lot of traders and investors actually sold on those second legs of those structures, placing their stop losses just above, right? And I said to you guys that we have a lot of money stuck here as well as at that level in the form of stop losses, and that the markets will always go to where the money is, right? So there is plenty of scope for the market from where it is to actually move further up to grab the liquidity at this point, and then move again further to that level to grab the liquidity at that point as well, right? So as I said, for the most part, we should be looking for potential buy opportunities. Anyway, one last point that I want to mention that is very much important, and that also confirms that indeed we should be looking for potential buy opportunities, is this candle over here. What it is a bullish engulfing candlestick, and it tells us that we should indeed be looking for further opportunities to around that level. Anyway, from here, let's head down to the H4 chart and see what's happening down there. Let me just adjust my channel somewhat. Just bear with me, everybody. Right, there we go, right? And here we are on the H4 chart. And just to recap, remember, on the daily chart, we had spoken about how price had given us this very nice double bottom, which has a neckline at that point, and we said that the market at this point is closed sufficiently above the neckline, and what we want to see happen next is price come back to the neckline to give it a test, and at that point is where we would look for potential buy opportunities, especially because that level also aligns with a key number in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? But let's just zoom in and see what else is happening in regards to the H4 chart. On the H4 chart, I don't see much really, but I want to point out that as much as I'm saying that we should look for potential buy opportunities, just note that we have this candlestick as well, and what it is a bearish candlestick with a small body and a very long lower wick, and you guys know that it means we have a lot of liquidity stuck at this level. And I always say that the markets will always go to where the liquidity is, as that liquidity is actually money, right? So as much as we should look for potential buy opportunities, it is also possible that we may potentially see price from these levels, and also depending on fundamentals, move further down to that level to grab that liquidity and only perhaps move further up. So we just need to be cautious and make sure that we see all the possible outcomes that may unravel in as far as Nasdaq 100 is concerned, right? So as I said, guys, we are on the H4 chart. What else do we see? At this point, I don't see much. I'm just gonna add my channel, my H4 channel, that is. Just bear with me, and I would add it in this manner. Let's have a look. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. And guys, as much as I said that your price come back to the neckline to give it a test, and that at this point we should look for potential buy opportunities and hold up until price reaches those high points. Just bear in mind that we have an opposing channel over here, as you guys can see. And what may potentially also happen, and also depending on fundamentals, is that the market may head to this level, and at this level we may see price potentially move further down, and this would be a third touch actually of that trend line. And also remember that whenever we have these double bottoms, what happens quite a lot is a lot of investors and traders buy on that second leg, and they place their stop losses just below. So not only do we have money trapped here due to that candlestick that's carrying all of that liquidity, we also have a lot of stop losses that are located here, right? So we just need to be careful, as price may head to this level, as I said, to bounce off of that area and then move further down to grab all of those liquidity points. But for the most part, in conclusion, we should be looking for potential buy opportunities. And just to zoom out, ideally we want to see price from this level actually move further up to around that level, right? That's what we want to see, because there's also a lot of money, as I said, stuck here, right, due to those stop losses that I spoke about, as well as over here. And that's my analysis, and peace out.